In the heart of western Pennsylvania, where twilight lingers over endless fields and the hills cradle secrets older than the highways themselves, there's a story locals never quite let go. It's a tale that flickers on the edge of rumor and reality, one that's whispered between friends during long summer nights and dared out loud by teenagers chasing the thrill of fear. This is the legend of Charlie No Face, the so-called Green Man, a figure as much a part of the landscape as the winding roads themselves. Start, if you will, on a night thick with humidity, when the stars hang heavy and the air is alive with the drone of insects. Imagine the old two-lane blacktop stretching out ahead, its centerline faded, its shoulders swallowed by wild grass. For decades, kids have crept along these roads after midnight, headlights off, hearts pounding in their chests. Some say it's just for kicks, a rite of passage. Others, if pressed, admit they're searching for something, or perhaps someone, out there in the darkness. The legend goes like this. If you drive late at night down Route 351, past the shadowy remains of the Harmony Road overpass, and if you're brave or foolish enough to whisper Charlie No Face 3 times, you might just find yourself face to face with the Green Man. They say he appears out of nowhere, a tall, solitary figure with a face so badly scarred that it glows a sickly green in the moonlight, 2 hollows where eyes should be, and skin pulled tight over bone, as though the world itself tried to erase him. For most, this story is a warning, a lesson wrapped in mystery. Stay on the main roads. Don't tempt fate. But the truth behind the tale is deeper and far more human than any ghost story. To understand, you have to go back to the early 20th century, to a boy named Raymond Robinson. In 1919, Raymond was just 9 years old, curious and full of life, growing up in the small mill town of Beaver County. One afternoon, on a dare, he climbed a power line pole near the Morado Bridge, a structure humming with the promise of progress and the peril of modern technology. In a flash, 22,000 volts arced through his body. Miraculously, he survived, but the cost was unimaginable. His eyes, nose, and right arm were lost to the searing touch of electricity. In the years that followed, Raymond became a man shaped by tragedy, but not defined by it. The world, however, can be cruel to those who look different. By day, Raymond stayed indoors, away from the stares and the whispered words that trailed him like a shadow. But at night, when the world grew quiet and the roads emptied out, he found a kind of freedom. He would walk for miles along those lonely stretches of pavement, guided by memory and the gentle tap of his walking stick. For Raymond, the darkness was a sanctuary, a place where he could move unseen, unjudged. It didn't take long for his nocturnal strolls to spark rumors. Drivers, catching a fleeting glimpse of his silhouette illuminated by passing headlights, spun tales to explain what they'd seen. Over time, Raymond became Charlie No Face, the Green Man, a creature of legend rather than a man of flesh and bone. Some said the greenish glow came from chemical burns. Others claimed it was the reflection of streetlights off his scarred skin. Each retelling added a new layer, blurring the line between fact and fiction. Yet for those who dared to stop, the truth was plain to see. Raymond was no monster. He was quiet, polite, even gentle. Local kids, once they got over their initial fear, would bring him cigarettes or cans of soda. He would chat with them about the weather, the Pirates game, or the simple pleasures of a night spent beneath the stars. He never asked for pity, nor did he lash out at the world that had marked him so indelibly. Instead, he met each encounter with a quiet dignity, a testament to a spirit unbroken by hardship. In time, the legend of Charlie No-Face became woven into the fabric of Pennsylvania folklore. Some stories painted him as a vengeful ghost, haunting the roads in search of lost innocence. Others, more kind, remembered him as a local fixture, a man who chose the night not to frighten, but to find peace. In the decades that followed, Raymond's nightly walks became less frequent. He grew older, and the roads he once wandered grew busier, less forgiving. Yet the legend persisted, passed down from one generation to the next. Raymond Robinson passed away in 1985, leaving behind a legacy far more enduring than the scars he bore. His story, in its truest form, is not one of horror, but of resilience, a reminder of the strength it takes to keep moving forward when the world insists on looking away. Even today, people still leave offerings along those same roads: bottles of Coke, packs of gum, or flashlight batteries, tokens of respect for the man behind the myth. In the end, the legend of Charlie No-Face is a mirror held up to our own fears and prejudices. It asks us to look beyond the surface, to see the humanity in those we might otherwise turn away from. Each retelling offers a chance to replace fear with understanding, to honor the courage of a man who refused to let tragedy dictate the boundaries of his world. So the next time you find yourself driving those winding Pennsylvania roads at midnight, and you hear the cicadas singing and the wind whispering through the trees, remember the story of Raymond Robinson. Remember that behind every legend lies a life marked by hardship, yes, but also by the quiet bravery of a soul who found beauty in the darkness. And perhaps, if you're lucky, you'll carry that lesson with you, lighting your own way through the long shadows of the unknown.